Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I have I wanted to share with you, a new to me fabric shop, and it's really cool. It's kind of, it's specialized and it's a little different than what, just a little different than like your typical fabric store. And a lot of you actually have heard of this company. They've been around for 18 years, so they're not new, they're just new to me. When I mentioned them on Friday, I had a lot of people like, oh my gosh, I've been buying fabric from them for years, especially if you're part of the quilter community. So I'm very excited to share with you Sew Batik, which is a fabric shop, and tell you a little bit about them and show you some beautiful things that I've got here. Yes, and just kind of talk a little bit about that. Before we get into this, number one, I want to say thank you guys for being patient with me with the newsletter. For the most part, the issues we've had with newsletter have been easily resolved. You know, they were in a promotions folder or spam folder or, whatever. But I have had a couple of like weird situations where someone has signed up, but then I can't see it at all on the back end. And I'm also still figuring out MailChimp at the moment, which is the platform I'm using for my newsletter. So anyway, thank you for bearing with me. Again, if you have any questions, email me. Don't leave it in the comments or whatever, just email me, and my email address is in the description box. It's just whitney@tomcatstitchery.com. Because that way I don't forget about it, because I check comments like on different devices throughout the day, the same with like DMs on Instagram and that sort of thing. But if I am not able to like fix the problem right then, it gets lost really easily. Whereas in my email, I have everything organized so that I don't miss anything. So hopefully that makes sense. But on that note, if you've not yet signed up for the newsletter, you need to do so before Thursday night, because Friday morning, the 17th, June 17th, I'm sending out my first newsletter. So this will just be, signing up for the newsletter, whenever that was, 2 weeks ago now. That was the email that will automatically go out to all new subscribers. It's a welcome email and that sort of thing, that will just continue going on and on as people sign up for the newsletter. And that includes the wardrobe basics checklist. Going forward, some of my newsletters might just be a little note, if you missed this, links to some, the videos, that kind of thing. But occasionally I'll have like a little freebie in the newsletter. But the thing with those freebies are that they're just, the email just goes out once. So with the platform I use for my newsletter, which is MailChimp, the level of service that I pay for, I can only do so much as far as like continuous emails. So this will be just like it'll go out Friday morning and that will be it. And it will contain the summer capsule wardrobe checklist. It's very basic, like a little checklist. I mean, it's not, there's nothing like revolutionary about it, but it is just a free little thing if you want to print it off, and I'm using it for planning my own summer wardrobe as well as my daughter's. So anyway, I've provided that, but that will be going out in the newsletter on Friday morning. So on the 17th. So you want to make sure you're signed up for the newsletter before that so that you get that checklist as well. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Let's get into Sew Batik. I've got stickers on my fingers because I've washed 2 of these fabrics. All right, so Sew Batik. I've got her little letter in here. So Diane reached out to me. She and her husband run Sew Batik, and let's see, he is the fabric designer, and she kind of does the everything else behind the scenes, the technology, the marketing, yada, 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 all that kind of stuff. But they have been doing this for 18 years, but up until recently, they were focusing on quilting fabrics, which were their 45-inch wide batik cottons, their 45-inch batik cotton hand-dyed gradation, so like their ombre, and then their signature 115-inch wide batik cottons for quilt backings. So that was kind of what they've been doing for like the past, 13 or 18 years or whatever. But now they've decided to jump into the garment world, and they're doing some of their batik designs on different fabrications, which is what she has sent for me. So basically, after 16 years of doing this, they were going to quilt shows. They had an online shop, I think, but they were doing quilting shows was the major point of them getting selling their product. obviously COVID hit, quilting shows kind of stopped. So now they're focusing, they're done with she said they're done with the roadshow circuit, and they're focusing on new fabric, new projects, and sharing their projects and stuff online through social media and YouTube. So she has sent me, they've added a few new lines. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm getting all this right. So they've added a 45-inch batik rayon, which is gorgeous. They've added a 72-inch batik cotton jersey knit, which is so wide. I mean, I understand why quilters need the real wide fabric, but you wouldn't use jersey for quilting. Such a cool substrate, 72 inches wide for their cotton jersey. And I'll talk a little bit more about the fabrics as we get them. And then a 58-inch wide linen. And then, let's see, they also have, yes, later this year they're going to be doing some canvas stuff, which is really, it's like a canvas line as well. So cool. She asked if she could send me some of their new garment stuff for me to take a look at and just kind of, you know, take a look at it for quality and stuff. It is so good. So I'm going to show you what she sent me. Also, in the order, you get these wonderful little cards for the substrate, and it tells you what the fabric is, its weight, all that kind of stuff, how you might want to use it, and then the care. So I'll kind of go through that with each of these as well. So she sent me 2 cuts of their 45-inch rayon. So this is only 45-inch rayon. Keep that in mind when ordering, because that is narrower than most garment yardage is. I mean, shirtings come in that size a lot, but for the most part, when you're working with garment fabric, it tends to be like 54, 56, 58, you know, a little bit wider, sometimes 60. I can't show you the full yardage of one of these because actually you saw me doing the bias tape on it, and you'll see that garment probably next week. So anyway, this is the first one, and this is their, so this is their rayon, and this is the, this is the spray sapphire. I'll obviously leave links to all of these in the garment, or in the description box below. But this is the spray sapphire, and coincidentally, I'm actually using this kind of cobalt blue instead of navy as one of my neutrals for my summer sewing. So yeah, this is the garment that's been made of this is going into my summer capsule, so it's very exciting. But it is gorgeous. And I would say this is similar to, it's a little thicker than a rayon challis, which makes it easier to work with. I don't know if you'd call it like a rayon poplin maybe? It's beautiful though. Drapey, lightweight, and not super shifty. Like it's not, you know, sometimes rayons, you cut them and they're immediately gone off bias. And there was bias pieces on the garment I just made. I had no issues at all, so I'm really impressed. But this is the first color she sent me. Obviously, she sent yardage. So this obviously has been washed because it's already been turned into a garment. And then she sent me this one, and this is the Liriope border print in the dusty topaz color. I've got 3 yards of this, so I think this is going to be a dress. So let me show you this in this beautiful aqua with that border print. Is that not stunning? And I've washed this one as well, so let me open it up. So when you look at the yardage, it's, you know, kind of this little tie-dye kind of effect there on one end, and then on the other you have this gorgeous, like, batik border. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a dress, because I also kind of have this aqua color in my, this is a little dusty for my coloring, but I think I can make it work just fine. Or my friend Jenny, who's a summer and has more of a dusty turquoise on her color card, was vying for me to make something for her. And she is doing a lot of assistant type stuff for me right now. She has a full-time job, but she's been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes for me currently. So that is the other batik she sent me, and I've got 3 yards of this one. So I think this one's gonna be a dress. Obviously to use the, God, the color variation in these is also gorgeous, as with any batiks, so beautiful. But let's see, the rayon, okay, this is 100% rayon, drapey and silky feel. This jackets, tops, skirts, dresses, pants, scarves, more. And then the care. Pre-wash to remove excess dye / wax and sizing. Wash in your washing machine, warm water, regular cycle, extra rinse. Dry, medium heat, remove before completely dry, and then hang until ready to cut out your project. So yeah, I love that they've got the care on the cards as well. So those are the 2 rayons. Again, I've already worked with one of them and it is fabulous. And I can't wait to do something with this one as well. Okay. Now these next 2 I'm really excited about. So the next one she sent me is their 72-inch cotton jersey knit. And this is in color Phoenix Navy, or pattern Phoenix color Navy Jewel. And she sent me just 1.5 yards of this, but it's 72 inches wide. So, and I've not washed this yet, so it's kind of stiff a little bit at the moment, but that will soften up. Oh my gosh, the color variation in this is so good. And let's see, their jersey knit, it's 100% cotton with approximately 20% stretch across, you know, horizontal stretch. So it's great for like t-shirts, jackets, dresses, skirts. I mean, the drape's not like the rayon drape, obviously, but it's a cotton jersey. I mean, just, oh, I wish. It's gorgeous. Look at those colors. And when you get up close to it and you see like, just a little, you know, like a little splotch of like purple and a little splotch of like green in certain areas. Batik is so beautiful. So this is 72 inches wide, and there it's like, yeah, like 20% stretch, 100% cotton. So there's no spandex in this. So keep that in mind. So the recovery is not, it's mechanical stretch. So it's not going to have recovery like something with elastane is, but this is 100% going to be a knit dress. It is gorgeous. I love this so much. And you don't even need as much yardage with this because it's so wide. I mean, I think I can get, I'm thinking a tank dress. In fact, I may even do the Sew the Look. Let's see, I showed a dress. It was like a sleeveless, just kind of a tank dress that I used the Wanderlust as a possibility for the pattern. Although then someone pointed out that the Spellbound Pattern Emporium does have, it's very similar shape and it does have sleeveless options. Or I may just go ahead and make a sleeveless title. I don't know. Because I think the seaming may get lost in this busier fabric. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. But so beautiful. It's just so interesting. And then on this one, let's see. So this one, it has the care. So pre-wash to remove excess dye, wax, and sizing. Wash in your washing machine on warm water, regular cycle, extra rinse, dry medium heat, remove before completely dry, hang until ready to cut your project. So very similar to the rayon. So I'm very excited. Yeah, so that's gonna get washed here very soon. And then last, she sent me, this is their linen. And this is 58 inches wide. This is the print is Gardenista Vine, and the color is Napa. And there are 2, she sent me 2 yards of this. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, hold on, there's tissue paper inside this one. I mean, look at those colors. It's gorgeous. And I would call this a lighter weight linen. Let's see, what does she call this? Our Batik linen, 100% linen. It's a 4.8 ounce per yard. Light to medium weight, breathable, airy, soft to the touch. Jackets, tops, skirts, dresses, pants, tablecloth, napkins, other home decorating items. For the care, she has prep, serge or zigzag, each non-selvage edge, so like the cut edge before washing. Then pre-wash, remove excess dye, wax, and sizing, wash in your washing machine, cool/warm water, air dry or machine dry, low heat medium. I would put it in the machine, just for, you know, the pre-wash, just in case a finished garment got it put in the machine, the dryer. Remove slightly damp and press while damp. Completed item. Follow the same steps as pre-wash using your favorite laundry detergent. So, there you have it. And I would say this is a similar weight to like the vintage finish on from the fabric store. And I will wash it. I mean, it's obviously a little, it's not like scratchy, like stiff scratchy, but it's stiff as in I can still feel that like wax and sizing that's on the fabric, which obviously would still be there. This is 100% going to be a pair of pants. And I think I'm going to make it into the summer key pants from Love Notions, which are like flat front and then they've got the elastic in the back. I made a pair of shorts out of that pattern, before I went to Florida, and just I made it actually out of a French terry, so I made it out of a knit, even though it's for woven fabrics, and really liked how that is. So it's either gonna be that, or I'm really thinking I'm really tempted to buy the Cashmerette Calder pants. Now, that pant pattern, it's like a wide leg, kind of like a cropped pant or shorts. Now, that is only in their original size range. So it's in the size 12 to 32 size range. Technically on their size chart, my hips are an 8, and but my waist is a 12. So I'm kind of thinking I might be able to make those pants work because they will fit me at the waist and they're meant to be loose pants anyway. So maybe having that extra fullness at my hip isn't gonna be a big deal. And I can always take in a little bit if I'm finding that the hips are like bulging out, like I'm not filling it out or whatever. I could go in and just take that in. So I think I might buy that pattern, the Cashmerette Calder pants. I'm also interested, her book, so I own her book, and the patterns in the book are also, I think they're size 12 to, can't remember, the original size range was size 12 to 30, and then she expanded that one up to 32. I can't remember if the book is size 12 to 32 or if it's size 12 to 30, but the patterns that are included in that started at size 12, and I typically wear a 10 on the top, but I have to grade out to a 12 at the waist, and then again my hips are an 8, so anyway, but there's a pair of pants in there, the manga pants I think, that I really kind of want to try as well. They're a little more tapered, so I might have to do a little more fussing with them, but yeah, I think I may grab those Calder pants, and I think that might be like really fun, because I have a pair of, there's some rayon that's coming for my summer capsule that I want a really loose, kind of almost a skirt, short pattern. I mean, not completely, like I want to be able to tell they're shorts, but I want them to be very voluminous and loose for that drape of that rayon. And I think I might be able to get that from the Calders. I'm gonna do some more research, but that's what I'm thinking. But I thought this would be really fun to make as a pair of the cropped pants, and they're pull-on, which I love. So that is what I'm thinking. I have other options in my pattern stash as well, but yeah, pull-on pants for the summer in this fabric. It's just so wonderful. So there you have it. Okay, so those are the 4 cuts of fabric that Diane sent me. Sorry, dry eye. And I'll probably be making those up sooner rather than later. So I think you'll probably be seeing these. And we'll see. That border print may get gifted to my friend Jenny. I may make her something out of that as a thank you for all of the behind the scenes stuff she has been doing for Tomcat Stitchery. She is a real gem and has a full-time job and just is having fun helping me do some stuff. So bless her. Bless her and her children. Both of her children have been working for Tomcat Stitchery behind the scenes as well, as have my own children. I have teenage labor this summer, so that has been very, very good. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. Don't forget, if you haven't already, sign up for that newsletter, because next time I see you is going to be Friday, and by the time that video goes up, the newsletter will be out. So, yeah. Now, if for whatever reason, if you're signed up for the newsletter and you didn't get it, there are ways that I think I can go in the back and try and finagle that. But if you just weren't signed up by then, there's nothing I can do. So yeah, that is, yeah, that's that. Okay, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday and get some sewing done this week. I am really hopeful that I can start on my summer plans. I have not been at my sewing machine for a abnormally long time, especially for me. So my mental health is really needing me to be at a sewing machine this week. So hopefully I get some sewing in this week and you do as well. And I will see you on Friday, and I'll be talking about both my summer capsule sewing plans as well as my daughter's summer capsule sewing plans. All right, guys, I will see you then. Have a good week. Bye.